computer is picking up a strange signal. Here, sir, you better take a look at
it. Hello dear listener, and welcome to episode 84 of Life Through a Prism with your host Rob Tierney. In these episodes I like to look at all sorts of different topics from all different types of points of view. If you identify in the LGBTQIA+ community and any of these superheroes when growing up brought up inklings of your sexuality, I am not here to denigrate or question your journey. As I mentioned, I like to look at topics from different angles, hence the name of the podcast, Life Through a Prism. In the past, I have a real interest in pop culture, and today's article comes from thatparkplace.com entitled Superman Declared a Gay Icon by Out Magazine, written by Marvin Montenero, dated July 11th, 2025. Is it a bird? It's a plane. It's another tired attempt to politicise the beloved American hero of Superman has been declared a gay icon by Out Magazine. In a recent article, Out Magazine has officially declared Superman a gay icon, claiming the Man of Steel has always been a symbol of the Pride community. According to their reasoning, Superman's costume, secret identity, outsider status and physique all make him sort of coded metaphor for being gay. Someone better tell Lois. Let's set the record straight. Superman was never designed as a gay allegory. He was created in 1938 by two Jewish immigrants, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, as a fantasy of hope during the Great Depression, a hero who stood for truth, justice, and yes, the American way. He's a man who chooses to do good, not because of who he is, but because of what he believes. He's a symbol of timeless morality and personal responsibility, not modern identity politics. Oh, and he's in love with a woman, and has canonically been in love with her for almost 90 years. The secret identity argument falls flat. The article claims Superman's dual life as Clark Kent and Superman is a metaphor for being in the closet. But secret identities are literally a staple of every superhero, from Batman to Spider-Man. That doesn't make them all gay. It makes them human, flawed, and narratively compelling. Suggesting that any character with a hidden life is secretly a symbol for a particular identity is a lazy analysis at best and disingenuous rewriting at worst. Outsider allegory. Yes, Superman is an outsider. He's an alien. He comes from another planet. That's the whole point. He's not one of us. And yet he chooses to be one of us and protect us anyway. Framing that as some kind of identity metaphor ignores the real subtext. He's sent here as a baby, assimilates into our culture, and chooses to uphold values he wasn't born into. That's why he represents the American ideal. He wasn't born here, but he loves and embodies everything good about it. This isn't about exclusion, it's about aspiration. Superman is what we strive to be, not a cipher for every subculture's feelings of being misunderstood. Let's talk about that costume. Tights and a cape. That's called superhero attire. Always has been. Superman wasn't created to appear at a pride parade. He was created to leap tall buildings in a single bound and punch evil in the face. Reducing his costume to an identity-driven fashion statement is not only juvenile, it's insulting to what the suit represents: courage, honour and legacy. Hypermasculinity is not sexuality. The article bizarrely argues that Superman's masculine physique is part of his appeal to gay men, as if being in shape now automatically implies such subtext. Superman has a perfect physique because he's, well, Superman, just like Hercules, Captain America, or any action hero worth his salt. Being aspirational doesn't mean being coded. Not everything has to be reinterpreted through an identity-focused lens. The ongoing pattern of rewriting canon for clout. Out declaring Superman a gay icon isn't a one-off. It's part of a much larger trend of rebranding canonically straight or non-sexual characters as gay, often with zero basis in the source material, purely to generate headlines, win internet points, or insert identity politics where they were never intended. Superman is just the latest target. Here are some of the others. Captain America. Activists spent years insisting Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes were secretly in love in the MCU, even launching the viral campaign #Give Captain America a Boyfriend. This despite the fact that Cap's entire arc centres around his love for Peggy Carter, which Marvel never deviated from. Elsa from Frozen. After Let It Go became an anthem of self-expression, activist media pushed the idea that Elsa must be gay because she didn't have a male love interest. Disney declined to quote-unquote give her a girlfriend, but that didn't stop countless articles from branding her a pride icon anyway. Megan. A robotic murder doll somehow became a gay icon, just because she dances in the trailer and roasts people before killing them. Outlets like Them and The Advocate ran glowing pieces praising her fabulous energy, as if campiness alone equals representation. Ahead of the recent sequel, Megan embraced her role as a gay icon and even called it her default setting. The film then proceeded to flop, especially at the box office. The Babadook. A horror movie demon was mistakenly categorised as gay on Netflix, and the internet turned it into a full-blown identity movement. The press followed seriously, calling the Babadook a symbol of living with suppressed identity. Pennywise the Clown. After memes paired the child-eating clown from It with rainbow edits and drag quotes, he too was crowned a gay icon, because irony has apparently replaced storytelling. This isn't about representation, it's about appropriation, taking established characters and warping them to fit a modern ideological mould, regardless of canon, authorial intent, or audience reception. What's really going on here? This isn't about Superman. This is about cultural capture, the ongoing effort by activist media to retroactively rebrand universally loved characters into mascots for modern ideology. The strategy is always the same. Take a hero with a broad appeal, project a new narrative onto them, and then declare anyone who objects as backward or bigoted, as you attempt to wall off the established fan base. But people aren't buying it. You don't need to turn Superman into a gay icon to justify his relevance. He already matters, he's already powerful, and he already includes everyone, because he stands for values that transcend identity. Truth, justice, the American way. That's what makes Superman iconic, as we've said, and no amount of revisionist headlines is going to change that. For me, it brings up the thought that in our community, we surely have people that are creative and could possibly create a universe with superheroes that identify with different sexualities, but with that being just one part of their personalities. And within that, not catering for the mainstream, but for our community. I don't know about you, but I don't like it when our differences push us apart and one side says they are right and the other is not. Until we start to see each other for the unique individuals we are, treating people with kindness, we will continue to repel each other instead of bringing us together. That's my opinion, and I'm allowed to have one just as much as you. It doesn't mean if we differ it makes me no lesser a person than you, or vice versa. It's what makes us unique, and with room to learn from each other, if we just put down our weapons and treat each other with dignity. For me, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, etc. can be straight. I have no need for them to change for me personally. They are who they are, and that is what I like about them as characters and flawed individuals. What do you think? Would love to hear your thoughts. Let's have a conversation. Before I finish today's episode, I would just like to ask if you have enjoyed this podcast and enjoy the free content I create. Could you please give a like and consider subscribing? The podcast is not only on Spotify but Apple and YouTube as well. In regards to YouTube, they have changed the algorithm that if there is not listener engagement for i.e. a like or a subscribe, the podcast is less likely to turn up in searches. I'm not asking you to do that, but if you do like the podcast, I would appreciate any help to get the podcast out there. Also now the podcast has a webpage, and the links to all these will be in the show notes. I enjoy creating this content for you, and it helps me be motivated to continue to make great content in the future. Till next time, take care and bye for now.